Individuals with severe motor impairments, such as cerebral palsy or locked-in syndrome, often communicate using a single switch. Users may control the activation time of their switch by pressing a button, releasing a puff of air, blinking, or some other motion. Special applications then take these switch inputs and allow users to communicate or control their computer. Our software, Nomon, is an interface designed to facilitate fast and flexible selection with a single switch. In this demo, you'll learn to use the Nomon interface through our quick tutorial. You'll then have the chance to compete in a competition with fellow CHI attendees to see who can type the fastest and most accurately using Nomon. Our mascot, Norman the Clock, will walk you through a brief tutorial on interacting with the Nomon interface. Notice the clock spinning in the center of the screen. In Nomon, clocks like this are positioned next to selectable items. You can select this clock by pressing your switch when the minute hand passes a red noon line. A bell will sound to let me know that I pressed my switch. However, a single press is often not enough to select a clock. I'll press again when its minute hand passes the noon line. I'll continue to repeat this action until the clock is selected. The clock will turn green to notify me that it was selected. Now that I've selected my first clock, let's put a couple more clocks on the screen. Notice how the minute hands of the 3 clocks are offset. I can select among these clocks by focusing on a single clock of interest and pressing when its minute hand passes a noon line, as before. Let's select the center clock again. Like before, I'll keep pressing when the center clock's minute hand passes noon. The clock turns green to notify me that it was selected. Now we'll put a few more clocks on the screen. You'll notice there are items containing words to the right of each clock. Selecting a clock takes a word to its right. Let's select the clock next to the word Go. Though there are many clocks on the screen, I can ignore them and focus solely on the clock next to Go. I'll press when its minute hand passes noon. Let's try again with the clock on the left next to the word Make. Now that I've selected the word Make, take a look at the text box in the bottom left. All the words I've selected so far are printed here. We can now see the entire Nomon interface. Notice how all the clocks start out blue. Let's try and type the word Where. After my first press, some of the clocks turn black. These clocks' minute hands were far away from noon at the time I pressed, and Nomon deems them unlikely. As I press again, more clocks turn black, but the clock I'm aiming to select stays blue. This is a visual indicator that I'm on track to select my desired clock. If at any point the clock you're targeting turns black, don't worry, it's still possible to select the clock. Now that we know how to type words by selecting clocks, let's talk about the undo clock. This is the main corrective option on the interface, and it undoes the last item you selected. Use this clock if you ever make a mistake and select the wrong thing. Now that I've finished the tutorial, Norman will guide me through the process of copying a phrase. The demo will keep track of my performance as I copy this phrase and display it on a live leaderboard. The phrase I need to copy is located in the text box on the bottom left. The demo will automatically highlight the next word I need to type in pink. I'll follow the same process as before to type out the phrase word for word.